This is JV Jones here with Loretta Fuller of Insurance Solutions Associates Incorporated. Love it. Look, I read about all that you all do. You're here for all the insurance needs. And I know most people want to know, why do I have to have insurance? Can you just explain a little bit about how you got the passion for insurance and why there is a necessity for it? Everybody don't understand that.
Well, I fell in love with insurance a while ago. And one of the things that I knew is that when I went to my broker, she'll ask me questions about what limits I want and things like that. And I couldn't give her that answer because I did not know. So she, of course, I said to her, I want what you have. So whatever limits you have, I want them because you know more about insurance than I do.
Exactly.
So moving forward, I fell in love with that, and that's what I do. I train, and I talk to, especially startups. I believe one of their problems is with startups, they don't do a budget to start their business. They wake up and say, I can do this thing, and you can, by all means, but you really need to find a mentor that's in the same type business. You need to start doing a budget. What is going to cost me for business cards and all of that. And of course, include insurance in that. But that's where I believe their fault is.
So you specialize specifically with the business and commercial.
Yes.
So you do the other ones, but your heart and passion and specialty is in business and commercial.
Yes.
So tell me exactly, what does that entail? So if someone is starting a business and they want to get insurance or whatever, what do you do first and foremost, and walk them through the process?
Okay. So now, if you're talking to a small business owner, let's say management consulting or something like that, they're different. So each class have a different definition for.
Okay.
And so the first thing I would do with a potential new client, I would ask them what they do.
Okay.
And they really have to make me understand exactly. I need to see what you're doing, not write it down and just translate it to the underwriter, but for me to understand and be able to offer you a proper policies.
Yes, coverage.
That's exactly right. And so after I do that, we just take names, address, tax ID number, payroll, and gross sales. Those are like the 4 top things that we need. How long you been in business?
Okay.
Have you had any losses? Have you had any insurance? Because there's a different market. It makes a difference from a person who has insurance and a person who don't have insurance. So there is a difference in premium.
Now, if you've had bad insurance on the automobile side, does that affect the business commercial side too?
Well, if you're talking about the commercial auto, the same driver is driving. So whatever the driving record is under your personal policy is going to be the same driving record under your commercial policy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good to see. A lot of people don't know that.
And a lot of companies hire people, like let's say security companies, hire people to drive their vehicle, and they have no idea what's on their license. One of the advice for security companies or people who have a fleet of vehicles is to do an MVR every year.
What's an MVR?
Motor vehicle. I'm sorry. a motor vehicle record.
Okay.
And you can have each of the employees to get it themselves. It's $5.
Okay.
And that will at least have that in place, so you'll know what kind of driver they are. And secondly, you can then say, what actions you're going to take because you have 2 moving violations or those type things.
And so that would affect their policy with you or whatever company, because their driving record is bad now. So that might make their policy go up.
It will make their policy go up. That's no joke on
Gotcha.
that. That will make their policy go up. But insurance is just transferring risk.
Okay.
And what do I mean by transferring risk? Transferring risk is saying that I don't have $100,000 in my bank account if I break your TV. Your TV is $100,000. If I break your TV, I don't have $100,000 to fix your TV.
Right.
So I'm transferring that risk to my insurance company. So if I break your TV. I'm paying what, $100 a month for insurance. I break the TV, they paid $100,000.
That sounds
So
like a
it's
good
the
deal,
risk
huh?
it's the risk you're going to take. Same with funeral, just same with life insurance, everything. Like when you don't have life insurance, you're transferring risk. You say, I got money in my pocket to bury me and pay off my bills. That's what you say.
Exactly.
So if you don't have that kind of money to bury, you need life
need life
insurance.
insurance
Transfer the risk to somebody else. Pay a minimum premium so they can pay the lot of it.
Exactly. So, what about annuities? I think I saw that y'all
We
do
do
the
annuities,
also.
yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak too much on annuities because for the fact that I am not a licensed Series 6.
Okay.
And I do have associate that does that for us.
does that?
Mhm.
Okay.
So one thing about my agency is that we're not just about the employees we hire. We include contractors,
Great.
people who do things that adds to our platform. So annuities, benefits, employee benefits, those are the things I personally don't write on my employees, but my associates write those on behalf of me.
Oh, great. Okay.
So it's all about
But it's all
relationships.
under the umbrella in-house.
Yes, in the house, it's
That's
still
right.
in the house,
That's
yes.
right. And everybody's just
Right.
doing what they do.
Right, so just like the auto, the commercial, we have the auto, the home, the life insurance for anybody, any of the clients in our book of business. But we don't really shop for homeowners and auto
Gotcha.
clients.
I understand. Very good. Well, I read that you are really good about wanting to mentor people to come up and you pass this baton on because, of course, at some point, I know you just love what you do.
Can you tell?
Love what you do, but at some point you're going to want to sit out on the beach and say, "I'm passing this
much.
baton." So tell me a little bit about how you want to mentor up and coming women and things of that nature, and help them be successful in this business also.
Wonderful. Well, outside of my office, we do leadership training here in our office all the time, once a week actually, because we are all leaders here. Whether you're in this business or anybody else's business or at home, you have to be a leader. So that's one of the things I like to do with mentoring. The second thing is the African American population in finance industry is in the single digits of how we be performing there. So it's been my mission to educate and help uplift and encourage any of the young people that want to get involved in the insurance industry. I mentor men and women on that. But here lately, we've been focusing on younger people involved in that, not just people who, young adults. I'm talking about 18 to 22 years old.
Yes.
So get their feet in there because you never know what you don't like until you try it.
That's
because
true.
if I never tried insurance, I would have never known I like it. So what we're doing is training people to be able to train someone else. Teach one, teach one. Reach one, teach one. And over in D.C. office is our headquarters for training.
Okay.
And so...
Where is that located?
The 1818 New York Avenue.
Okay.
And there we have training for... we train there for the summer use out of D.C., the Marion Barry program, summer program.
Love that
So we
program.
get the women that are there, they're 22 to 24. And so we start talking about challenges and we think about what keeps us from being the person that we are supposed to be. So we go through personality tests, we do a lot of different things so they can identify who they are, and see it in black and white. A lot of times people say, I know who I am, I know what, but you haven't written it down nowhere. How do you know who
That's true.
do you know what you know?
That's true.
So that plan is coming together. And I had this plan in Philadelphia called Parents of Teenage Parents. And that was underwritten by the Salvation Army. That program was specially put together for grandparents of these of their daughters. Because grandparents really don't know how now to address their young daughter, young mother. And so we were bridging the gaps.
Bet you that was very awesome.
And just recently, somebody threw it in my face and said, "We got to get DC. We got to get DC.
Yes.
Got to get
yes.
DC. Got to
Have
get DC."
to. Have to.
So yeah, those are the things that I
That
enjoy
is
doing.
wonderful.
So if I do retire, I will always be a
Involved.
trainer
Yes.
involved.
Yes. Yes. And that's a wonderful thing. And the nice thing about what you're saying too is even if they don't want to go into the insurance business, it gives them knowledge about insurance for one thing, about the necessity of the things that they're going to need. They become a business owner, whatever.
That's
they're going
right.
to need these things, retirement, so on and so forth.
That's right.
So I think a lot of them are not getting it in school. So we need people like yourself. So that way they're well-rounded.
That's right.
And they can go out here armed.
That's
opposed
exactly
to
right.
Not being aware of what to do and how to do it. So.
And not only that, that gives them a bridge to come back to. These are resources for every business owner that taking those students. Gives the students a resource. It may not be in the next minute, next hour. It could be 20 years from now. It's like, Miss Fuller, oh my God, I've been looking for you. So it's long term. All of it's long term, you know. And it takes a long time to really know who you really are. And some people never get it, you know. But if you're around positive people, people are doing things, people that you can look up to, people who you can trust. You know, that gives these young people a little bit of hope because that's one of the things they're missing is that hope.
Yes, it is.
You know, hope for tomorrow. They think, I may not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, and when all you see is doom and gloom, you know, it's kind of hard to think beyond that. And like you say, if they can see something different that, you know, might not click right then, but at some point it may click.
Right, right,
You know,
right.
So we're going to keep trying.
Right. And some parents can come in with their students, you know, if they want to be a part of,
That's good.
you know, being awakened, as you might want to call. Yeah. Because it's nothing like having someone that know what you know.
Right.
Around you. So if you got a mother and a teenage child or a young adult child, you guys learn together.
Exactly. So what would you like everybody to know about Loretta Fuller as a whole and, you know, just share with us?
Well, I'm very passionate about what I do. I absolutely love what I do, as you know, as you can see it from around me. So what I want you guys to know is that as long as I live, I'll be in some part of help with the uprising of my people.
Love that.
No matter what country I am. Because for the fact that, again, each one teach one, come on. Everybody needs to step up to the plate. Every African-American business owner needs to step up to the plate. This should be conversation on the radio. We have platforms that we can use to motivate and uplift these business owners and individuals. Individuals, let's not forget that. Because everybody needs that.
Yes, everybody needs that. And everybody needs insurance.
And everybody and everything needs insurance.
Yes, exactly.
And if you didn't learn anything, you learned about transferring the risk.
That's it. That's it.
And if I got it in my pocket, I don't need insurance.
Exactly.
If my brand new car get totaled, I don't need no insurance because I can buy a new one.
There you go. So tell everybody how they can get the great insurance that you offer. And if you have any social media, any of that good stuff, let everybody hear it.
Oh, you can reach us at theinsuresolutions.com. That's our website, THEINSUR solutions.com. We're located at 1818 New York Avenue, Washington, D.C., 20002. We also have an office in Maryland, which is, the address is 8181 Professional Place, Suite 115, Landover, Maryland, 20785. Our telephone number is as follows, 301-505-6006 or 202-526-2900. And you can go to our website. You can contact us through the website. You can, on your side, you can request a quote, put all your information in, and I guarantee you someone will get back to you within 24 hours. Again, the name of my agency is Insurance Solutions Associates. And again, my name is Loretta Fuller, the CEO.
All right. And tell them that J.V. Jones sent you.
That's right.
This is a DC Nightlife exclusive. JV Jones here with Miss Loretta Fuller.
Ah.
Love you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
No,
Appreciate
thank you
that.
for allowing me to have a platform to talk about how we need to help our people.
Anytime. Anytime.
Thank you.
All right.